Welcome back to Inside Guelph. We have Naturopathic Medicine Week, and joining us now is Naturopathic Dr. Elizabeth Cherevaty. How are you?
Hi, Trish. I'm well, thank you.
So we've got this great events happening around town, sort of
Yeah.
celebrating and educating. What's in store for us?
Yeah, so Naturopathic Medicine Week is a national week, and it was established to celebrate the impact of naturopathic care in the health and lives of Canadians. So actually right across Canada, every province is participating.
Oh, good.
This year, and so in Guelph we have a good half a dozen events at least lined up, and so the events will be happening in the week of May 12th to 18th. And that's when Naturopathic Medicine Week is going to be celebrated as well across Canada.
So hopefully the hope also being a big education piece around this, right? Just what you do and what you're about.
Yeah, it's a chance for our communities to get to know us a little bit better, for us to really honor and recognize our patients and all the hard work that they do in their healing journeys, and for inviting us to be a part of that process with them.
Nice.
And also to share information about naturopathic medicine and how it can help.
Okay, great. So what are some of the events?
Yeah, so the month kicks off with a May Health Challenge. So that's starting up on Thursday, this coming Thursday, May 1st. And that's with the Cure Naturopathic Clinic. And so they are hosting a challenge where every participant will choose one small change or practice to do that will improve their health. And they will follow that every day. And the doctors themselves are practicing their chosen habit as well. Okay. And then participants get a prize at the end of the month for completing it with them. So that's nice. Pretty fun. And then in the following week, so on May 12th, Dr. Emily Murphy is hosting an information session on a naturopathic approach to allergies.
Oh, topical.
It's very seasonal, and that's going to be happening at the Good Health Mart at 6 o'clock on May 12th. And these are all free events, which is really fun too.
Oh, good.
Yeah. And then on May 15th, as part of the Home and City fundraiser at the Italian Canadian Club, Dr. Murphy will be part of an Ask an ND session, so people can bring their questions that they want to ask about naturopathic medicine, or how can naturopathic care help them with a certain condition. They can ask her in person.
Is it a stand up and say it out loud in front of the crowd kind of situation?
You know what? I am not sure if actually you'll have to share.
I feel like a box
in front of everyone.
To be put around and people can put their question in the box and they just read it out loud, sort of like in high school health class.
That might be
a
useful.
good idea. Okay. Also a free event though?
Yes, well, it's part of a fundraiser, so it's going toward women's cancer research, so there would be a registration or a donation involved there, but people can contact the Italian Canadian Club regarding that.
That's a great opportunity though, to get in front of a ND.
Absolutely. Yeah. Not all questions are personal nature anyway.
No.
So, and then so that's May 15th, and it's 8 to 10 p.m. Okay. And then on May 16th, so the following day, there's a group session being held by Dr. Murphy as well, and a colleague, a mental health professional, and they're hosting a workshop on mindfulness. So getting into the mental, emotional aspect of health. So they are going to be exploring issues around attention deficit disorder, mood, and mindful eating in that session. So that should be very interesting, and that's May 16th from 6 to 7 at the Guelph Counseling Center.
Okay. Everyone should be writing this down. I should have warned them, but we have all the information up.
Should be coming up on the screen.
Yeah.
And then our clinic is hosting on May 6th, so that's actually right before Naturopathic Medicine Week officially starts, naturopathic care for the journey from tummy to toddler.
Oh, nice.
So this is everything perinatal. We are going to be exploring health around fertility, pregnancy, birth, and early childhood. So we have lots of tips to share that way for both for women and couples that are wishing to become pregnant, or those who are, and those who have young children. Right from day one, we start working with infants often in order to optimize health. So that's on May 6th from 7:30 to 8:30 at the Norfolk Chiropractic Wellness Center.
Is that with you?
That's right.
over there. So this would be, people can also just, you're giving a talk, but are people, is it also question and answer as well?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
So bring your questions, and there's time at the end or during the presentation if people want to ask questions. And then we always are open to booking 15-minute free meet and greet visits. If people want that personal context, it's private and confidential, and we can just book that through our schedule and set up a time where we can meet in person. And it's nice for children as well to get a sense of the office and you know, for that comfort level when working together.
That's a good point. And I laugh though when you say 15 minutes, because when you go see, if you haven't seen a naturopathic doctor, it is the first time. It's very thorough, and it's 15 minutes is not does not do it. So that must be hard for you to keep it to 15 minutes because there's so many questions.
Yeah, it's just a meet and greet. And then usually the first consultation is an hour to 2 hours depending on the practitioner.
And don't let that alarm people, because it sounds like such a big chunk of time, which it is, but honestly it's 2 hours where you get to talk about yourself.
That's right, it goes by quickly.
I'm in my glory. I get to talk about myself. Okay, so you brought up allergies, and it is very seasonal, and a lot of people have a hard time with them. What are some of the factors that are contributing to that?
Well, of course, this season is very interesting because we had such a long cold winter that the trees are often a lot of them are still dormant, and they haven't released their pollens on this and the pace that they usually would. So we're going to have a lot of trees that are releasing pollens at once. So this could make for an extra intense spring allergy season this year.
Let you hold that while you keep talking. Okay, so that's going to be an extreme. Just hold it still and they'll get a shot of that stuff. Yep.
So for those suffering with allergies, I just wanted to point out a couple of factors that we don't often think about with allergies, and that is the role of stress and the role of a diet. So the role of stress is interesting because stress increases our level of cortisol, which is stress hormone, and cortisol destabilizes the mast cells. So what that means is that it causes the cells that hold the histamine inside them, which is the chemical responsible for allergy symptoms, it releases them more easily into the bloodstream when our cortisol level, because of stress, is high. So it makes the allergy symptoms like runny nose and sneezing more pronounced. And then the role of diet, so the more inflammatory the diet, often the worse the allergy symptoms will be as well. Sugar, wheat, and dairy being the most common offenders there.
That's how
so all the fun stuff.
I know. It's like the best chocolate chip cookies right there. That's the ingredient right there. And Elizabeth, that's what you saw on screen were some of her recommendations for naturopathic medicine. Thank you so much. Taking a short break. When we get back, Innovation Guelph, Christelle Maines here. We'll see you in a minute.